Hello everyone and welcome to this week's mega awesome amazing hot seat, and I've got a special little gift for everyone, or for one person. I'm going to let it come on. I'm going to do a special giveaway when we get a few people on for this mega hot seat, just because I think we've done about 15 now. So what I want you guys to do is comment down below. I want you to let me know who's here, who's joining us live on this mega hot seat. If this is your first mega hot seat, then all we do is we bring on members of our community. We ask them loads of questions. We grill them so that you guys can gain some knowledge, and more importantly, to give the person that's coming on, or as important for me, give the person that's coming on some confidence that they can do this. Okay, we've had some very, very nervous people in the past few months. We've been doing this, but that's the whole point, is to bring people out of their comfort zone. Okay. So what we'll do, because this is about our 15th, got a little alien hello there. Lena, John, welcome to the first hot seat. Jean, Shelmubud, I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Ulf, hope you're well, buddy. Steve, Victoria, Manish, Lynn. I'm not going to say hello to myself, but what we're going to do, I want to see how many people are really, really, greetings Batman, thanks Rondell, are really, really active. So what I'm going to do is, how can we do this? I'm going to give away, Judith, hope you're well, I'm going to give away $100 to one person, okay, who's watching. I don't know how we're going to do this fairly. I just thought I'd give away $100. I don't actually know how I'm going to do it, but for my special guest today, what we'll probably do is who asks the best question. Okay, nice, easy, $100. I'm the judge. Okay, I'm the judge, and I'll let you know who that is in about 15-20 minutes. Okay, 15-20 minutes. So think of your questions. Think of your questions. Think of what you want to ask. It could be anything in the world, and you'll be in with a chance to win a nice, easiest $100 ever. Okay, so our special guest today is an awesome guy, a lovely guy. Ran some very successful businesses, and his name is Josh Tepper. So I'm going to bring on Josh. I'm going to let him tell him about himself, introduce you, and hopefully give you guys some motivation. That doesn't matter, you know, where you're from, doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, that you can do this too. We all do this for different reasons. So I'm going to bring in my good friend Josh, who should be on the screen now. Josh, how are you, mate?
I'm fine, thank you.
There he is. There he is. I asked him if he's nervous. He said no. So we don't need to worry about the nerves today, Josh. No. Anyway, Josh,
That's okay.
we'll get stuck in.
Yes.
Why don't, because you've got some fantastic stories about the businesses and things you've done before. Why don't you introduce yourself and share a bit about your background?
Okay, there's some delay.
I can hear you.
Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, mate.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, if you mute yourself on Facebook, mute the Facebook, mate. You don't want Facebook on at the same time, because I could tell you're probably listening into the live.
Yes, I'm listening to the night. How do I?
Go close the tab down. Otherwise, there'll be two of me speaking about 30 seconds apart. Then we can hear you.
How do I close the tab down? You tell me let.
Just close Chrome.
Close through. Remove from call.
No, don't remove from call. This is what happens, guys. You can tell it's live. Instead of click and close Chrome, he's ejected himself from the call. I'm going to get him back on. I'll get him back on so we can continue this conversation. So there better be some good questions here, guys. Let's call him again. Great to be here, Manuel. There we go. Josh, you're back. Are you back?
I'm back. Yes, I'm here.
You're back. You're here. Awesome.
You go.
Okay, wait for your camera to come on. There it is. Your camera's on.
I'm back.
Have you closed Facebook and not Skype? You're on Skype. Keep this open. Close Facebook.
Okay. Let me close Facebook. Okay, I'll close Facebook. You're right. That was the reason.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'll have two of me speaking to you. You won't know which one's live.
Okay. Just a minute.
Don't worry, we've got all day, mate.
Yeah, I know, all the evening, isn't it? we're not in a rush. Hang on a second. How do just a minute. Let me see where. Dave, that's it.
Yes, have we done it, Josh?
Did it.
High five.
High five.
Okay, brilliant start. So I want you to introduce yourself, Josh, to everyone who's watching and tell them a bit about yourself and the background, because you've got some amazing stories to do with business.
Well, but to start with, I'm 78 years old. Young, sorry, 78 years young. Yeah. Married for the third time. We got 6 children between us, 9 grandchildren. I'm a engineer, control and instrumentation engineer. I used to work for BP and Chevron back in the 70s on the construction, designing and construction of the North Sea oil rigs, which was very nice, very challenging, good job. I've then opened a chain of shops for tiling, sanitary ware, and marble. I had 6 shops in London, and it was a very nice and thriving business. Then 89, where the economic market has gone down, I've closed the shops and I've become a baker. I went into partnership in bakeries. We had 2 bakeries and I was baking bread. So I wasn't hungry for bread, as you can understand. I had plenty of bread and cakes to eat. And that's it. Back in late 90s, I moved to Israel, where my mother used to live, God rest her soul. And since then, I'm here. I was a marble importer and distributor, bringing marble from all over the world, China, Turkey, Italy, Greece, Spain. And it was nice. I had a very big, thriving business. Also in London. In London, I must say, I had something like 27 employees and a very nice big turnover of a few millions per year in pounds, of course, pound sterling. That was okay in England. And then I've decided that I've had enough about a couple of years ago. And I went on a semi-retirement and I started playing about with the affiliate marketing.
Brilliant.
I've been through several programs, which all of them, like you, Wayne, say all the time, promise you the moon and give you literally nothing. You just pay out money, and I've spent quite a lot of money on those bogus programs
There we go.
until I stumbled into you through a friend in England, and that's where my life has literally changed. And I find it very exciting, very challenging, very truthful, because you speak the truth and you give what you promise. And I like it very much. I find it a bit harder than I thought it would. Maybe it's because of my age, you know. The brain is not working anymore like it used to be when I was at my 30s and 40s. So I'm a bit slower, but nonetheless, I am quite sure that I'll get there. I've only been on the program since, I think since January or February
Yep.
on the OLSP, and I've joined the VIP, very fantastic group of the VIPs about 3 months ago, and it did make the change. And I'm hoping I've made a few sales, small ones. I haven't hit yet the high ticket, which I'm
They'll
looking
come.
forward to.
Yep.
Sorry?
They'll come. They'll come.
Of course it'll come. And yes, and I do have a fantastic coach called Mandy, and she does speak English for a change, my lingo, which is nice.
It's a
Well, that's
certain
about it,
dialect.
guys.
It's a certain dialect she speaks, though, isn't it? It's a certain
Yes,
dialect of English. Yeah. Um.
I'm used to it because my in-laws used to be from the East End in London, and the English was sort of half English, half Cockney,
Yeah.
so it was nice.
Yeah. Awesome. I didn't
Yeah,
realise you were actually 78, Josh. I didn't actually realise. You
yes.
probably told me before. I didn't realise you were 78, which is awesome. So, what I can see the questions coming in, guys. I've offered Josh, just so you know, $100 to the person that asks the best question that I'll ask you. Okay. So if you get a question you can't answer, it's not from me. It's from people watching. All right.
I'll
um,
try and answer every question. Yes, no problem at all.
what attracted you to our affiliate program over all the other ones maybe that you've been in or that you've seen?
I think the main thing is that your program is offering online coaching,
Hmm.
which none of the others that I've seen before I got to you offer that. They simply send you over the email the program, whatever it is, the lessons, and that's it. They'll answer your questions, but there's nothing actually anything like it with what you're offering, with the coaching, with the online training, with the Facebook groups to every category, and a very, very comprehensive list of abilities
Hmm.
within your program. So if one can spend only $47, or one can spend $990, or another one can spend $6,000.
Or 6 million, we don't
It's
mind.
or 6 million, yes, as well. We'll do it. But no, the idea is that it fits every pocket, and that's what I like about it, because not everybody can afford to pay for a program like $6,000. So it's nice, and it gives people the ability to be able to grow slowly in their own pace,
Hmm.
fitting their uh, abilities, both mentally and pocket-wise.
Brilliant, brilliant answer. So we've got some questions coming through. My big one is, how do you stay so active, and like, how do you seem like you're not 78? Because I want to know the secret for when I grow up.
Listen, if I tell you, I'll have to kill you. No, that's it. Uh, well, I'm active. I get up in the morning, I do my physical exercises. I walk a lot, about 3, 4 times a week. I do physical exercises. I keep busy all the time. I bake a lot.
Still eat bread.
We haven't bought bread for I don't know for how many years or cakes. None of the family, the children, grandchildren, neighbors, in everything. So I bake a lot, and actually I'm active all day long. And since I've started your course, I spend, I think, more time in front of my laptop than ever. And on the breakups, I do a little bit of cooking, a little bit of baking, a little bit with the grandchildren, which are gorgeous. I'm active all day long. That's a secret. And I sleep 7 hours a night at least. 7 hours every single night.
Lovely.
I eat well. I eat healthy. I take additives, natural additives.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I am as strong as a horse now.
Awesome. So we've got a lot of questions coming in. Ian says he's got a better haircut than me. It's not hard, Ian, to be honest. But there's some. Let's have a read rather than go through my list of questions.
Okay.
We will go through some of the questions. So David's got a good one. I'd love to know what motivated you to start and continue your business online at this stage of your life. What was the motivation?
Well, the main motivation is to remain active brain-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find anything else. I mean, baking bread is just baking bread. But I needed something to occupy myself, where I have to think, where I have to use my brain power, where I have to exercise my brain, and to secure for the rest of my life my livelihood. My wife and myself, we like traveling. We've been through half the world already, but we want to keep on traveling, like 3 months at a time. Go
Lovely.
away, and for that you need a lot of money.
You're right, you do. I've just been to Amsterdam for a few days, and you need a lot of money just for a few days in Amsterdam.
Well, listen, we've been from China, India, Japan, all over the United States, all over Europe,
Fantastic. Okay.
Iceland. Do you name it? We want to keep on living. We live.
That's what life's for, mate.
Yes, we live. We live the life.
Okay, so next question, Josh.
Yeah.
This could be a good question. So, two people have asked this. So, if you had to start again,
Just a minute.
oh,
You're giving £100 for the best question.
dollars.
Can I get £100 for the best answer?
Oh, no. Well, you can if the person who wins decides to give it to you. So, if you had to start again, what would you do differently? Or the same question, slightly different. What is the best advice you have for someone who is starting as a newbie?
I think is take it slowly, one step at a time. People tend to rush between the programs and between the videos and the endless possibilities that are available with your program, Wayne. But I think the best advice that I can give the newbie is take it easy, go slowly, rehearse and read again and write down, and don't be in any rush. Because when you start rushing, you lose yourself because of the amount of information that one has to absorb and remember.
Fantastic. That's exactly what I would say as well to people. Slow down. Everyone's in a rush to earn $1 million by tomorrow. And
Right.
People want to rush past the basics all the time. People want to rush to the new shiny thing or the new piece of tech. And they actually find they get nowhere. This is shiny objects, guys. This is why everyone's selling shiny objects. Like, really look at what people are marketing, because they know 19% of people are just trying to rush. And when they try and rush and the shiny object comes up, they float to that shiny object. So, brilliant bit of advice, Josh. You look like you want to say something else then, Josh?
Yes, I wanted to say that myself. I got carried away when I started, and I started rushing,
Hmm.
and I've paid the price. I had to go back and start all over again, and I mean it. I started all over again the OLSP training from start,
Hmm.
and I go through it again, and I rewrite it again, and I just now realize how wrong it was of me to try and rush it, try to get, as you say, to make money quickly. And really, it was my fault.
Yeah, a bit of advice for everyone watching. If you make money quickly, guys, okay, you can, some people do, but you don't learn how to actually make money. Okay, you don't actually
No,
learn the skills. So if you do make money quickly, that's good, but you're not going to be able to repeat it. Okay, you need to learn the things that you need to do that really move the needle. And sometimes you have to, a lot of the time, people have to get out the wrong way. And this is, I'm going to ask you the best question I've seen so far, just because I like this from Gene. Amy says, I'm bad about shiny objects. Stop it, Amy. Otherwise, I'll send Joshua around with his, and I'll make him angry and I'll get him to tell you off.
and I can become very ugly when I'm angry.
Oh, dear. Just don't hang up the Skype call, Josh. um,
No,
so there was a question. So Gene asked, what is it about VIP that made the difference?
look, I think a beginner shouldn't be starting with a VIP. It will be wrong for a
Okay.
beginner to start with a VIP. A VIP is the whole package wrapped up very nicely. And if you haven't started at the beginning, right at the bottom of the ladder, uh, you can't handle VIP. And what I like about VIP that I've been now a few months climbing up the ladder for the second time, maybe for the third time, and that's when you start appreciating the value and the power of the VIP. And I think it's absolutely awesome.
Brilliant. Brilliant answer. Um, and brilliant question. Let's see if anyone can beat that question. Let's have a look. Um, Tanpu, that's like half a question. Um, okay, Tay's got one. Okay, Tay's got an interesting one. And I'll be interested to see what you say about this one, Josh. What would you tell those who are afraid of going on camera? I mean, you didn't have to overcome this, I don't think, Josh. But what would you say to someone who's afraid of going on camera?
Listen, I would say, like with everything else, fear is the main the main thing that stops people from doing things, and that includes camera and making first step. So I think the breaking the glass ceiling, as it were, of your fear factor is simply do it once. It doesn't matter if you don't do it well. It doesn't matter if you fail. But as we say, you learn from failures. So simply take the plunge, jump into the deep water, and do it regardless of how it comes out. In time, one can improve himself, like I'm doing. I'm not used to the camera. I'm used to speaking to people, frontally, face to face, as a salesman, which I've been doing most of my life. And yes, if you do it once, you do it twice, you get the gist of things, you know, and you're not afraid anymore.
Perfect answer. What you could do, my advice, is get someone like Josh on who does all the speaking for you, and you just sit there and say nothing. It's a way of doing it.
A very good idea. And I'm cheap. I come cheap.
Um, let's see what other questions there are. Victoria asked, "This is a good. This will be good. This will be good for you, Josh. Where do you see yourself being in the business in 6 months' time?
Well, it's a good question.
It
Yes,
is a good question.
it is a very good question. Well, I'm sure that I'll be in a much better place that in now, and I'm thinking from the aspect of getting leads, because I think getting leads it's almost everybody's major obstacle, major problem
Yep.
is getting the leads. We all know it. I hope that by then I'll get enough leads to be able to uh, reduce the time I'm spending in front of the screen. Uh, and as you say, let the system work for me and spend more time with my grandchildren and traveling around the world.
Sounds like the perfect answer. Let's have a look at the questions. So, we're going to ask one more questions, guys, because we're normally here for 20 minutes. Josh has given lots of valuable advice. I love having him on the live. But we've been in it nearly 30 minutes already, which has flown by. We must have started late. Someone must have hung up at the start of the call.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't charge overtime.
So, any more questions, guys, for Josh? I love that, Jason. Let's see, any questions? Did I miss any? So, Ulf, could you describe what was the biggest obstacle for joining OLSP and getting started as a VIP? Do you mean Josh's or his leads, maybe? It may be financials, hesitation if it works, time management, or commitment. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think is the biggest obstacle for joining OLSP and getting started as a VIP?
Uh, I think the fear that I may not be good enough,
Okay.
bearing in mind my age, that I may not be good enough, bright enough, sharp enough to take in what I thought I need to take in. And as I said before, I found out that it it has much more in it than I first thought. In other words, it's bigger than I thought. But then I found out that I'm able to cope with it and manage it.
Does
And
that
I'll get there. I'll overcome it, and I'll get there. Of course, I'll get there.
does that excite you that there's always stuff to learn, but does it excite you that you've accepted this challenge and that you're going to win?
Absolutely,
Good.
absolutely.
That's a
I
proper
think that
entrepreneur speaking.
every day that passes, I feel that I'm more determined. I'm more resolute to get there and do it properly and do it nicely and do it in a big way.
Love it. I love your energy, Josh. I love it. So, we will. Who asked the best question? What was the best question that you liked answering the most, Josh?
Um, Let me think. I think the one that asked me, what made me join the OLSP and VIP
Let's have
program.
a look. Let's see who asked that. Oh, Mandy's asked a good question. And whilst I'm finding it, and I'll let you answer this. Mandy is watching, so I'm just warning you. Um,
My Mandy? My
yes,
Mandy?
you're Mandy. Yeah. I've lost the question now, but it went something like, "Do you ever, um, do you ever?" Hold on, let me find it. Somebody here because it was a good question. I need to ask it. Do you ever get tempted to do something against your coach's advice? And you've got to be careful with your answer.
Yeah, to be honest, yes, I'm a tomboy. I used to be a tomboy. And I do get tempted. Yes, I must admit, I do get tempted.
Does she
But
tell you off?
yeah, but she tell me no. She did tell me off one time. Yes, she did. But I've learned. I restrain myself. I do exactly what I'm asked to do, and I'm trying to do it the best way possible.
Fantastic. Um, yeah, it was that one, Gene. I think that was you that asked that question. I'm pretty sure that was you. I'm trying to search for it, but I can't find it now. So many comments. It only goes back then. So, Gene, we will. I think that was you because that was my favourite as well.
Wayne,
Yes,
tell
go
them
for it.
whoever I choose needs to share the win with me. It doesn't come free.
Well, congratulations, Gene and Josh.
No, let Jane have it. She deserves it. It's okay.
There you go. So
I'm pleased. Good questions. They did put me a bit on my toes.
Also, that's a question not for this, but I will read it and do a live tonight. Okay, tonight as in the next hour or so, because
What's the question?
it's a long one. It's about technical stuff, Josh. So I'll answer that in a live.
Okay.
So Usal, that's not for this, but I will answer that inside the group in the next hour. Okay, I'll do a live because it's a lot to read through. We've done this live for Josh. So well done, Gene, for winning $100. Well done, Josh, for jumping on. Thoroughly enjoyed it, mate.
Thank you.
You're fantastic.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and I gave everybody the right incentive to carry on and push on.
Fantastic. Peter, ask inside the group, mate, and someone, you're already in OLSP inside the group, but go to olspsystem.com and log in, okay? Thoroughly enjoyable, Josh. Give one quote to those that are stuck or need a bit of motivation. Give them that oomph that they need.
Never, ever give up.
Perfect.
Never.
He even done it with a finger, so he is serious. Okay.
I am serious. Because I never give up. I never gave up, and that's the best advice I can give anyone.
Never ever give up, guys. Fantastic. Josh, you've been a superstar, mate. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks everyone for watching. Congratulations, Gene. That'll appear in your OLSP account probably in the morning.
Thank you all.
Yeah, because it's late here.
Have a good evening. See you later.
Thanks, Josh. Bye bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.